Eddie's disease. DESTRO'S desk is back with another figure review.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at the brand new Marauders Sergeant Slaughter. This is a perfect follow-up to my last video of the Marauders Lowlight and Spirit. In that I said Sergeant Slaughter wouldn't be here probably for about another month, but I was super happy to find out that it was coming today, and I've got it now. So let's take a look at this box. This is a great looking layout of Sergeant Slaughter and all his weapons and accessories that come with him. And this time we also get that micro figure of the Sarge. Top of the box we got G.I. Joe Sergeant Slaughter, we got the Marauders logo down there, and we got the G.I. Joe Classified logo. And on the side of the box we got that QR code you can scan for more info on this figure. And on the back of the box we have an action shot of the figure, Sergeant Slaughter with his duffel bag, all decked out in his Marauders colors. We got some different shots here of Sarge and up close of his face and that hat. We got a chest shot there. We got the American flag and his whistle. And he does come with those 90-pound dumbbells. And on this side of the box, we've got a great picture of the Sarge. And he is number 129 in the Classified series. So I'll get this guy opened up and lay out all the weapons and accessories, and we will take a closer look. So this Sergeant Slaughter is a repaint of the original Classified Sergeant Slaughter figure. Now, when that first figure came out, as well as this one, I thought it was one of the best figures in the Classified line. I think this is a fantastic representation of Sergeant Slaughter. I think their head sculpt and the body sculpt, everything with this figure was on point, was fantastic. They did a really good job, and I was really happy with this figure. So getting this figure again as a repaint, I don't mind, because I just love this figure so much. And now getting it in the Marauders colors, I think is really great. And we're going to take a look at everything here that comes with him. There is some reuse. A lot of it is the same stuff that came with Sergeant Slaughter in the first figure. And there is some reused pieces from some other figures. And we have a couple new additions. So let's take a look at it. So first off, we'll look at his machine gun. Now this is the same weapon that came with the first figure. And on that version, there was some paint apps on it. This one is just all molded in a flat black color. There is nothing painted on there. There is some attachments to this. The magazine does come out, and there is a sight on the side of this, I believe. And that does pop out also. We get his baton. Same baton we had before. This time they've put that same Marauders blue paint app on the handle of the baton. And we've got a gold paint app on the end. And there looks like a brown paint app on the hand grip right here, and the rope on the end of it. And we get his same drill sergeant whistle that we saw before. And again, it looks like that was molded in just a brown plastic to look like the cord that goes around his neck. And we have a silver paint app on the whistle itself. And what would Sarge be without his aviator glasses? Well, we get those same glasses again. They're molded in a gold color, and we have the Marauders blue lenses in the glasses. Now these did fit on the figure really well. They did stay on, so I'm assuming these will do the same, and we'll check that out in a minute. And then we get his campaign hat. Now what is Sergeant Slaughter without his hat? This is a signature look. This one's molded in a shade of green, almost gray color. The emblem on the front there is in gold, and there is a strap around the hat there. It looks like it's in a black. So same hat that we got with the other Sergeant Slaughter. This one is just updated a little bit. Now there was a little bit of controversy with the packaging of this figure. I guess when they originally packaged it, and the one that I got, where he's not wearing his hat in the packaging, Sergeant Slaughter wasn't okay with that, and Hasbro had to change the packaging. So I believe some of the other packaged versions of this figure, he will come with his hat on. Now, I haven't seen that yet. I've only seen packages with the hat off, but they were supposed to make a change that he would be packaged with his hat on. And then we also get two 90-pound dumbbells. Now, we did get these with another figure. That was Big Boa. The first time we saw these in the line, and they've now repackaged them with this Mad Marauders Sergeant Slaughter. And a new addition to this figure, which is a nice piece, is they've added this soft goods duffel bag. It's got two straps on there to go over his shoulders so he can carry it like a backpack. And it does have the USA printed on the bag. And all of his weapons and accessories we can store in there. And there is a drawstring, so you can pull that, and it will tighten up the top of the bag there to make it close. There is a handle on the bag on the side, so we can carry it like a duffel bag. But a nice piece they added to this figure, a nice soft goods. We don't usually see that too often, so that was a great addition to this figure. And then we get another Sergeant Slaughter micro figure. Now this piece is a little bigger than the one that came with the original figure. This one has been updated as the Mad Marauders to make it look like the original Mad Marauders Sergeant Slaughter figure that came out, part of the A Real American Hero 3 3/4 inch figures. And there is some tape on there, but the tape can come off. You can slide out that card and you can actually take that little micro figure out of the packaging. But I will not, as I'm afraid I will lose it, so we will leave that in there. And then we get a wide array of hands again, like we saw with the first figure. There is a couple new additions this time, but we do get the kind of choking or grabbing hand. We did get that one before, so that'll be really good for when you're posing or figure photography. Lots you can do with that. So there is a left and a right hand for that. And we get two closed fists. We get two pointing fingers, a left and a right. And a new addition to this figure is they gave us a hand. I believe this is the hand that came with Quick Kick, and this can be used as a saluting hand. So you can pose Sarge like he's saluting. So I thought that was cool that they put that in there. And then going again with that Big Boa figure, they gave us two boxing gloves, just like the red ones we got with Big Boa. And these are, again, painted in that Marauders blue. So just another nice piece added in for photography, posing, however you want to put this guy on your shelf. And this will obviously make a really nice boxing scene, battle scene between Sarge and Big Boa. So lots of pictures, I'm sure, of that will be coming out. So that is about it for the weapons and accessories. This is a deluxe figure. We do get quite a bit of stuff, mostly reused, some new pieces, but regardless, I think it's a great set to show off Mad Marauders, or otherwise known as Slaughter's Marauders, and the Sergeant Slaughter figure that we get. So now we'll take a look at the Sarge himself. Now, as I was saying, I think this Sergeant Slaughter figure is fantastic. Just really, really well done by Hasbro. I think their head sculpt they did for Sarge is really on point. It's just really, really well done. We got his signature hairstyle, kind of that comb over hairstyle in a dark brown color. Really nice looking face on the Sarge. Exactly the way he looks in real life. Got the big old chin. Got that signature mustache. That serious grimacing look. Some nice paintwork on the eyes. Everything is on point. Everything is pointing forward. So it looks really good. Eyebrows look good. There's lots of detail there in and around the eyes for the expression on his face. And he's decked out in his usual, you want to call it like a tank top or a beater. And that's painted in that Marauders blue color. Just like the original, the 3 3/4 inch figure, they really painted him up just to replicate that figure, which looks great. We got that Marauders dark green color for half of the pants, and then we got that lime green color as the accent on there, again as the Marauders colors. Got 2 black wristbands on them. Also mentioning that on his shirt, we do have a nice American flag displayed on there, which looks really cool. A black belt on him that is molded on with a nice gold belt buckle on there. And then down to his boots, nice boots on him. Again, we got that green color accenting parts of the boots. Overall, just a great figure. If you've got the first Sergeant Slaughter figure, this is exactly the same. So you know basically what you're getting if you're getting this figure, if you have the other one. And you can tell this is the older style. We got the pinned elbow joints, and on the legs, these are not pinned, these are pinless knee joints. Everything's the same with articulation, obviously. We got head movement, we got bicep twists. There, we got some butterfly joints that move a little bit there, and the arms they're a little stiff. Wrist movement, hand movement up and down. He's got the ab crunch, and that ratchets into place nicely, so it's not too loose or anything. The waist looks really good. It looks like there's not really any gaps in there, and it does have some twist to it. The usual thigh twists as we usually see, and knees, as I said, double pinless knee joints that are a little stiff, and I'm not gonna force that one. That one is a bit stiff. That one's a little better. At least they're fairly tight. We don't want loose. And for the boots, we get that boot cut, and we get the up and down movement for the foot, left and right. So all the usual articulation that we see with the classified figures. So a solid figure. So we'll get all these weapons and accessories on him, and we'll see how he looks. All right, so first we'll put on his whistle, get that around his neck, and let's check out these glasses. So they do just sit nicely over his ears and just over his nose. So that looks pretty good. And we get that hat on him. His campaign hat. I did not realize that that's what his hat was called. So there he is. That's looking like the Sarge we know. And then we get that baton. Fire that in his hand there, just like he should look. And we can put that gun in his hand, and that fits in there nicely. And I should mention too, that gun, it's exactly the same as the other one, that it is gummy, it does bend, so there's nothing changed there. So there's a Sarge with his basic Sarge looking stuff. To me, that is Sergeant Slaughter right there. Just a beautiful figure. We do have all these extras. I'm not going to pose them right now with all this other stuff. I'll do that at the end. But as far as this bag goes, we can throw all these hands. I'll leave the boxing gloves. And we can throw the dumbbells, just so there's some stuff in there. And we can pull it closed with that tie, so you can see it closes right up nicely. And then just to show what it looks like on him, so put it on him like as a backpack, because Sarge doesn't come with a backpack. So there's how he looks with that on. Looks pretty good. Stays on there well. No issues there. Or if you want to have him holding it, just get that into his hand, and there he is holding the bag just like that. So it's a good addition to this figure, to this deluxe set, getting that duffel bag. I like that. Now we can take a look also at saluting hand that we get with this version of Sarge. So we can pop that hand out of there, comes out easily, and we'll just twist in that hand. And if you want to give Sarge that saluting pose, you can now do that. Some of you may have already done that with your original Sarge. If you got quick kick, you could have used that hand to do that. I did not think to do that, but now we have him with his own, that you can do that with the Mad Marauders version. And there he is. So that is Sergeant Slaughter of Slaughter's Marauders, or in the classified world known as the Mad Marauders. Let me know what you guys think in the comments of this figure. I will put him in some poses here with the other Marauders that we've got so far in the classified line. At the end of this video, you'll be able to click on my last video for the Mad Marauders Low Light and Spirit, so you can check out that. Now we have all of them that have come out so far in the classified line. We've now got Sergeant Slaughter, we've got Low Light, we got Spirit, and we got that first one, that being Barbecue. So that is my unboxing and review of Mad Marauders Sergeant Slaughter. I think he's an excellent figure. You guys definitely have to have this one in your collection. Get him ordered up if you haven't already, and if you're waiting on him, I'm sure he'll be at your doorstep soon. If you've got the other Marauders, this is going to display perfectly with those guys, because this is the leader of the Marauders, Sergeant Slaughter. So guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button if you like this video of Mad Marauders Sergeant Slaughter, and hit that bell so you're notified when my next video is up and ready for you guys to watch. And leave a comment and let me know what you guys think of Mad Marauders Sergeant Slaughter. So until the next classified video, guys, thanks for watching. Stick around for some poses of the Sarge, and I want you guys to take care.